on My NF TV. We are 100% live over on News Force Radio, as well as here on our social media platforms and My NF TV. We're going to take you down to the field right now for if you are watching on our social media platforms, as both Highland and River Valley make their way to center field for today's coin toss here on News Force Radio and the Pet Supplies Plus pregame show. Excuse me. So it's going to be an interesting game. We actually saw Highland perform I want to say it was about 3 weeks ago over at Highland, or not at Highland, at Harding, where Highland ended up taking the field and dominating that game. Tonight, we are bringing you River Valley and Highland. And you'll notice that Highland, a much smaller team on the front for this game. We're talking linemen are, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for both of these teams as we look forward to tonight's matchup. Stover going to be taking quarterback for Highland. So that's something that's going to be very interesting to see. As we take you down to the field, it looks like River Valley will defend the north end of the field. Highland defending the south end of the field. And I may have missed the actual coin toss to see who's going to be kicking off and who will be receiving, or who defers to the second half. We'll get those details for you momentarily, but let's go ahead and dive in to some of the let's look at some of the standings here, where River Valley is currently sitting in a prime position for third place in WAC, behind Shelby and Ontario. They are tied with Pleasant currently, so it's going to be interesting to see what Pleasant does tonight. Excuse me. It does kind of what Pleasant does in their game tonight as well. So as we look over at the Pleasant game today, I believe that they are playing. Today they are going to be playing Ontario. So we're kind of looking at both. Kind of looking to see what happens here. Last week, Galleon played Highland, and they ended up. Galleon ended up beating Pleasant. So, beating Highland beat Galleon last week. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens here in tonight's matchup. Like I said, you've got Colton Stover, senior for Highland, will be taking quarterback tonight, number 4, in that quarterback spot. And then, of course, over at River Valley, we've got Chase Ebert really taking the reins when it comes to this team. We saw last week with Shelby, Chase Ebert taking a 63-yard rushing touchdown from the, I want to say it was the 33-yard line inside Shelby's 30, or in their 33-yard line, and just dominating and looking at the field and seeing what his line was doing so that he can get down the field to make something happen. So, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about some of our sponsors tonight. Uh, uh, of course, you are watching the Pet Supplies Plus pregame show here on TV and our social media platforms. We thank you so much for tuning in to that. Um, Pet Supplies Plus is open in Marion, so make sure you stop into the Forum Shopping Center. We usually call it the Hong Kong Buffet place, or Buffalo Wild Wings. Stop in there and see them. Their new dog washing and dog grooming stations are now open, so make sure you stop in and see them. Um, for all your pet needs. Tonight's game is presented by the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards here in Marion. This election season, the judge asked for your support to continue to fight justice. Or I lost my wording there. To continue to fight to restore justice and catch and release, hold offenders accountable, and modernize the court. Re-elect Judge Edwards this November, paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards, Colesta Edwards, treasurer. So thank you so much to Judge Edwards for being our presenting sponsor for tonight's broadcast. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you head over and you can early voting has already started with the Board of Elections. So make sure you check out their website for hours for that broadcast. Or I'm sorry, so you can get your vote cast. Also, special thanks to Yummy Treats, Candy and More. Now, if you haven't had a chance to stop into Yummy Treats, Candy and More, make sure you do so, because when you do, you are stepping back in time with Yummy Treats, Candy and More. They're next to the courthouse in downtown Marion. From decadent favorites to unique classics, there's something for everyone, big and small, at Yummy Treats, Candy and More. And the exciting news, Yummy Treats, Candy and More now has a second location over in the Ontario Center, what used to be called the Richland Mall. So make sure you guys stop in there and see them as we get ready for tonight's matchup. Jen Ryan for prosecutor. She has been a proud to sponsor the newsforce247.com broadcast of high school football games. As your candidate for prosecuting attorney, Jen Ryan believes in the importance of fostering community spirit and supporting our youth. These games are not just about sports, they're about teamwork, discipline, and community pride. Hey, question for you. Did you know that Marion's not that bad? Yeah, I know too. We're talking ChrisSellsMarion.com. The team with Chris Massey at Generations Realty is ready to help make the process easier. From searching for your new home by school district or by county, ChrisSellsMarion.com is where your new home awaits. Marion, it's not that bad. Also, special thanks to LauderdaleJinx.com for being a proud sponsor this year. You can start your holiday shopping at LauderdaleJinx.com. That's LauderdaleJinx, JINX.com. Coming up tonight is the Musicians One Stop halftime show as the River Valley Marching Vikings and the Marching Scots both take the field, and you will get a chance to watch both of them tonight over on my NFTV and our social media platforms. So it's going to be a wonderful night for these marching bands. So if you are looking for a new instrument for yourself, or maybe you're a little musician, stop by Musicians One Stop in downtown Marion at the corner of South Main Street and Church Street. Musicians One Stop is the new home of the Music and Arts Instrument Rental Program in Marion. From the alto sax to the trumpet, Musicians One Stop is your music headquarters. It's all in the name. Tonight, we'll be choosing the Pet Supplies Plus Player of the Game. Somebody here at River Valley is going to walk away with the Pet Supplies Plus Player of the Game. Who's going to have the most rushing yards? Who's going to have the best passing tonight? Who's going to be scoring the most touchdowns? We're going to find out with the Pet Supplies Plus Player of the Game. You don't want to miss that at the end of tonight's broadcast. Once again, we want to welcome you to the Pet Supplies Plus kickoff show on News Force Radio, The Flame, and my NFTV. I'm Zach Fuller, and we are talking football all across the county leading up to tonight's kickoff of the River Valley Vikings taking on the Highland Scots. With that being said, we are going to take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we've got more Friday Night Lights live and the Pet Supplies Plus pregame show here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pet Supplies Plus pregame show here on News Force Radio. I'm Zach Fuller as the sun sets behind me here at River Valley Stadium as we take you, get you ready down on the field as they get ready for Script, Ohio, our national anthem, and all the pregame festivities here at River Valley Stadium. We couldn't be more excited to bring you all of tonight's action here on News Force Radio and over on my NFTV. That's right. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Pet Supplies Plus for our pregame show, as well as Friends of Edwards, the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. You can watch all of tonight's matchup here on our social media platforms as well. So thank you so much for those people that are following and that are watching right now. We're talking Chase Ebert for River Valley. Went 63 rushing yards last week as they took on Shelby. It was a difficult loss with Shelby. We're talking, I think the last number I had for final score for that game, Whippets walking out of the game 55-21 against the River Valley Vikings. Chase Ebert with the 67-yard rushing touchdown. So that's going to be interesting to watch as we get ready for tonight's matchup with the Highland Scots. Also looking over at Colton Stover, quarterback for quarterback for Highland. That's going to be an interesting game matchup there I mean, we're talking. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seniors. No, I take that back. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 seniors over on the Highland team. Whereas River Valley, we are sitting 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Currently sitting 14 for River Valley and their senior class here. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens. Currently, River Valley sitting tied number 3 in the MOAC for standings right now, whereas Highland is sitting, I believe they were sitting at number 4. Or no, they were sitting at number 5 right now in the MOAC. So that's going to be something to watch for as we look forward to tonight's game. Is River Valley going to be able to excuse me, is River Valley going to be able to come on top against this Highland team? Now, Highland last week ended up winning their game against Galleon. Next week, River Valley will host Galleon here. So are we looking at are we going to be looking at a team ready to take the field and make something happen? Because right now, River Valley is looking really well. And it's hard to believe. We're talking playoffs already. Playoffs coming up in just a short few weeks. We've got tonight's game, Galleon, and then we've got Clear Fork. Those games are going to be very decisive when it comes to the whole matchup tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you down to the field as the Marching Vikings get ready to take the field. So it's exciting when the Marching Vikings, as the Vikings make their way out onto the field, or the Marching Vikings making their way out on the field. New uniforms that came out, as well as the color guard getting new uniforms as well. So this is a very exciting night as they begin to prepare for tonight's game. Once again, Script Ohio, or I'm sorry, Script RV, almost got it there. Script RV is coming up on your screen if you're watching. So it's great to always have these young musicians making themselves known here at the field. So, with that being said, as we get everything going here for the Pet Supplies Plus pre-game show, make sure you guys stop into Pet Supplies Plus. They are open, conveniently open in the Forum Shopping Center. When I say the Forum Shopping Center, they are located right next to Big Lots. And we're going to make some noise as the River Valley Viking Marching Band plays their fight song to get ready for tonight's game. And there we have it, the fight song here for the River Valley Vikings marching band, and we are going to stand now for the national anthem. And there you have it as we get ready for the River Valley Vikings taking on the Highland Scots in tonight's matchup. We'll see the Vikings making things happen here on the field. We are just minutes away from tonight's broadcast. And the cool thing about it is we are bringing it to you over all of our social media platforms. And we're talking My NFTV, News Force Sports Team, News Force 24/7. And you can listen on News Force Radio, The Flame. We could not be more excited for tonight's matchup. Like I said, we did end up seeing Highland a few weeks ago. Excuse me. Take on Marion Harding and defeating Marion Harding in that matchup. And you'll notice as the student tunnel comes out, everybody is in pink tonight. We're talking breast cancer awareness night here at River Valley Stadium as we get down to the last few minutes until the broadcast tonight. For those people watching over on My NFTV and all of our social media platforms, don't go anywhere. We are going to hit the play button on our intro over on News Force Radio. You don't want to miss that. If you're tuned in, head over to newsforce247.com and click that radio button. And we're going to be right back on our social media platforms as we get ready for these teams to make tonight's field. With that being said, the Pet Supplies Plus pregame show is over. Coming up next is the the Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with tonight's matchup. All right, for those people who tuned in over on our social media platforms, thank you so much for watching tonight on our all of our social media and over on My NFTV, our official YouTube channel. You don't miss any of tonight's action. You can watch the entire game tonight over on all of our platforms. So we're bringing it to you live, leading up to the finale here as River Valley takes on the Highland Scots in tonight's matchup. Teams getting ready to make their way out onto the field, and you're going to hear them make some noise getting ready under the lights here for Friday Night Lights live here on My NFTV. All right, as we get ready for tonight's broadcast, we're getting things started over on News Force Radio. We're down to 2 minutes on News Force Radio. So it looks like River Valley, if I heard correctly, River Valley won the coin toss, and they elected to receive the first part of tonight's game. So this is going to be interesting as the clock ticks down. And we bring you all the action here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. So we hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. I'll do my best as we're watching the game and getting things moved around. I'm only one person, so this should be fun to see how we do here. So River Valley is going to defend the north end of the field. Highland kicking off from the south end of the field. All the way in the backfield for the River Valley Vikings. Looks like we've got Luke Axline back there. It's going to be Tyler Burnett, and Colton Lang. So this is going to be interesting to see how things wrap up in tonight's matchup. We get ready, Highland Scots. And it is time for the newsforcemedia.net kickoff here on My NFTV. And welcome to Friday Night Lights live here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. I'm Zach Fuller, high atop the press box as we get things started. River Valley receiving in tonight's first half of the game. So that means River Valley will start with the ball in looks like they're going to finally bring it down right about the 44-yard line inside River Valley territory. So that means Highland is going to have to put a stop to Chase Ebert and this offense. 3 out to the left. Or, I'm sorry, 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. He takes the snap. He's looking downfield. And it looks like it's going to be an incomplete pass for the Vikings. And that's going to bring them back to the 44-yard line for 2nd and 10. So this is going to be very interesting here. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Chase Ebert's looking to the sideline, checking to make sure everybody is set, ready to go as he leads this team. He's going to take the snap. And he's coming around the left side, looking for somebody down the end. And he's got some pressure on him. And he's all the way back at the 20-yard line. And pass is going to fall incomplete. And pass was intended to Lang. Excuse me. Colton Lang was where that pass was going. And River Valley and Chase Ebert was getting a lot of pressure. So it's going to bring it back. 3rd and 10 now from the River Valley's 44-yard line. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Chase is lined up alone in the backfield, showing some pressure. He's got it down the field. He's going to get the first down. And Eli Snyder gets that first down, and that's a Lauderdale Jenks first down here on News Sports Radio and My NFTV. And it looks like Carter Park was the intended passer there, or the intended receiver there, and didn't quite get where he needed to be for tonight, for something to happen there. We've got 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right, or I'm sorry, 1 out to the left, 3 out to the right. Chase is lined up in the backfield by himself as they move across to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 10 for Chase and this offense. Play clock sitting at 8 seconds right now. He takes the snap. He's looking down the field, and he's got an open receiver. No, it is going to be an incomplete pass. And it was intended for Luke Axline and didn't quite get there, but he was showing a lot of pressure there for Axline as they continue to push down that field. 3rd and 10 from Highland's 42-yard line. Ebert's got 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Nobody's lined up in the backfield with him, and they're showing pressure. 3rd and 10. He's going to come around the left side or the right side, and he's finally going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. That's going to give him a gain of 2 yards, but it's only going to give them 4th and 8 now as they continue to push forward down this field. And it looks like Ebert's going to stay in, so it's going to be a 4th and long. And they're going to try to go for it here. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Takes the snap, under pressure in that pocket, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield at the 45-yard line, and that's where Highland's going to take over. So Highland now is going to take over, and this is the first time we're going to actually watch and see as Colton Stover comes out to lead this Scots offense down the field. Stover's got 1 lined up in the backfield with him. He's got 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, and he's going to go right up the middle. And he's going to be brought down. It looks like he's going to get a gain of about 3 yards. That's going to give him 2nd and 7 here on the 42-yard line inside River Valley territory. So this is where we see if this defense is ready. The defense is getting set. Offense has 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Nobody lined up in the backfield looking for a pass down the field. Pass is complete. It looks like they may end up giving it to them, and they are. They're going to drop it right at the 35-yard line, and that's going to give Highland their first down of tonight's game. Stover's looking over to the sideline, see what play they're looking for right now. And he's got somebody lined up in the backfield with him. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. And he's going to hand it off, and he's going to go right up the middle. And he's only going to get a gain of maybe 2 yards there. And it looks like it's going to be, if I heard correctly, that's going to be Zach Church in the backfield with Stover. It looks like it's going to be a gain. They're going to give him a gain of 1 there, bringing it up to the 34-yard line. Special thanks once again to all of our sponsors for being part of Friday Night Lights Live, including Pet Supplies Plus, Friends of Jen Ryan, the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards, LauderdaleJenks.com. You just name it all. We got it. Stover's looking for a pass, and he gets it. And it looks like that's going to give them another first down. Now we've got 8:54 remaining here in the first quarter of tonight's ball game. As Stover looks to the sideline once again to see if he can get further down the field. That's going to bring it up another Lauderdale Jenks first down on the 25-yard line. They're calling for an official timeout on the field. Let's see exactly what's going on. Maybe an injury is what it looked like. The Stover once again in the backfield. He's got Church lined up with him as well. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to hand it off to him once again. No, Stover's going to hold on to it. He's going to get a gain of about 4 yards. Bringing him up to we're going to give him 3 yards, and that's going to give him 2nd and 7 right now on the 22-yard line. 8:15 to go in the first quarter of this game, and it's looking like River Valley may have a lot of pressure on them with this offense. Stover takes it in the backfield, and he's going to hold on to it, and he's going to get about another 6 yards. That's going to bring him 3rd and 1. It's going to be, like the announcer said, 3rd and short from looks to be about the 16-yard line. And the clock stopped right now at 7:48 to go, sitting on the 16-yard line. Stover again lined up in the backfield, and we've got pressure going right up the middle of the field, and that's going to give them the first down for the Scots as they continue to push down the field and make something happen here. Again, these Scots, a lot of people have been saying these Scots are going to really show that pressure. And again, Stover's lined up in the backfield with some company, 3 out to the left. And River Valley definitely making something happen there. Stover's going to keep a hold of it and try to bring it around the side. And it doesn't look like he gets too much on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Scots. And they're going to bring it out again. This time holding 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. And he's got pressure lined up in the backfield with them. Oh, no, they're going to sneak it around. And they're coming around to the 5, and he's finally going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line. It looks like right at the 4 is where we're sitting as we get ready, as they continue to push forward. We're looking at Highland making something happen here on the first drive of the game. Highland's going to hold on to it. And that's exactly what happens. Highland making the first touchdown, a Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. And we're going to see if they can bring it out and get it through the uprights here with 6:08 to go in tonight's matchup as Highland takes the lead 6-0 here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. Takes the snap, kick is up, and it's through the uprights, and they're giving it to them 7-0 as the Scots lead here at River Valley. 6:08 to go here in the first quarter of the game. They're going to bring out the kick team once again, and River Valley trying to make it happen. Excuse me. So for Highland really starting off strong here at tonight's ball game, I do want to give a special shout out because I know right well, as soon as I said that we were going to stream tonight's game, she was going to tune in and watch. I want to wish my wife a happy 11-year anniversary. Could not do it without her. So special thanks to her and my entire family for being so supportive of everything News Force does here. Highland getting ready for the kickoff and another newsforcemedia.net kickoff here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. It's going to be caught, and River Valley is going to be brought down right about the 30, looks to be about the 37-yard line is where River Valley is going to start this game, or start this drive with 6:03 to go. Highland leading 7-0 here in the first quarter of this ball game. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Chase Ebert's lined up in the backfield by himself. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Looking at the sideline. 15 seconds remaining on the play clock. Takes the snap. Looking down the field. And the pass is complete, and they're going to bring it all the way around inside Highlands. Let's see if we can find out where that ref went. They're going to bring him down at the 25-yard line inside Highland territory. 1st and 10 for the Vikings as that pass was completed to Luke Axline. And getting down the field, 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right. Ebert's lined up once again in the backfield by himself. Oh, through the hands. Pass was intended to Ty Monette, and it went right through his hands. And this is that fast offense that we've seen before. 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right. Ebert's lined up in the backfield once again by himself. Looking to the sideline, we've got 20 seconds on that play clock, so he's trying to run it down just a little bit. 5:44 to go here in the first quarter of the game. He takes the snap. Looking down the field. Pass is complete in the end zone for another Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown here on News Sports Radio and MyNFTV. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you stop into Yummy Treats Candy and More. Now with 2 convenient locations, one in downtown Marion and the other in the Ontario Center. We're bringing out the kick team, and we're going to see if River Valley is going to tie it up with 5:37 to go. Hudson Pollock in the back. We talked about him last week. Not only here on the football team, but also over on the soccer team through the uprights. And it is good, bringing it a tied game. 7-7, 5:37 to go here in the first quarter of this game. River Valley tying it up. We are going to take a quick break over on News Force Radio. Don't go anywhere. We've got another newsforcemedia.net kickoff right after this. And welcome back to Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. First time we're going to see the receiving team for Highland make their way out onto the field. We're trying to keep these commercials short and sweet for you with 5:33 left to go here in the first quarter of this game as River Valley ties it up right before the break, 7-7. Hudson Pollock's coming out, and he's going to get it down the field. And it's going long, and it's going to end up in the end zone. So that's going to bring Highland out to the 20-yard line, and that's where they're going to start their 1st and 10 with 5:37 to go here in the first quarter of this game. Thank you so much for tuning in over on my NFTV and over on all of our social media platforms, News Force 24/7 and over on News Force Sports. Thank you so much. If you want, you can check out my NFTV over on YouTube TV as well. So make sure you check those channels out. Here comes the defense for River Valley. Stover's got one lined up in the backfield with him, 2 out to the left and right. And it looks like he's trying to change the play here with 15 seconds remaining on the play clock. Pass is complete. And looks like they're going to give it to him over the another first down. And that's going to bring him up to the 30-yard line. And Luke Axline and Tyson Waddle are going to be did I say that right? Make sure I said it right. Yeah, that's correct. Tyson Waddle for the bring down there. And I apologize for those checking it out over on our social media page. I'm only one person here. 2nd down, and it's going to be a 2nd and short with 4:54 to go here in tonight's first quarter of tonight's game. From the 38-yard line. 2nd and 2. Stover's got 1 out to the left. He's got 2 out to the right, 1 in tight, and then 1 in the backfield with him. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to power all the way through, and he's going to finally be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's going to give them another LauderdaleJinx.com first down here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. We're going to see if we need to make sure this defense is ready for him, because we're talking a lot of pressure here. And he's going to be sacked in the backfield. And that's going to be a loss of 2 yards there. And Highland and River Valley is really showing the pressure now. They just need to continue to show that pressure if they want to make something happen here on the field. Stover's looking to the sideline for some information here. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. He's got one lined up in the backfield with him. We've got some movement. He does a pitch, and he's going to bring it all the way down. Fumble, and it looks like River Valley is going to recover. And they do. Right in front of their sideline, River Valley is taking over. So that's going to give River Valley another Lauderdale Jenks first down. And they're going to call it at Highland's 47-yard line. Ebert's got 4 out to the left, 1 out to the right. He's lined up alone in the backfield. He takes the snap, looking for some pressure, and they get the pass. And they're going to move him up to the 40-yard line, 2nd and 3 for the Vikings here. Ebert again, 4 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Takes the snap, and he's going to hold on to it, and he's going to the 30, down at the 23-yard line. And Ebert's holding on to it, and that's what we saw last week against Shelby. Chase Ebert definitely holding his own and watching to see what that line does. 4 out to the left, 1 out to the right, and he may be holding on to it once again, and he may get another 2 plays there, or 2 yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 now from they're calling it the 22-yard line. 4 out to the left again, 1 out to the right. He's looking back, 24 seconds remaining here on the play clock. Ebert again in the backfield. He's in the pocket, and he's got some pressure, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield as well. And that's going to be a loss, a great loss of about 7 yards there. And that's going to bring it up 3rd and about 16 for the Vikings. So Ebert's got 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. He's taking the snap. And again, pressure against Ebert, and he's going to hold on to it. He's going up the sideline, and he's finally going to get pushed out of bounds with that pressure. And it looks like they're giving him enough for a first down at the 11, maybe 12-yard line with 1:38 to go here in tonight's first quarter of the game. 1st and 10. Another Lauderdale Jenks first down. He's got 2 in tight on the right, 1 tight on the left. We've got movement going out. So 3 out now to the left, 1 out to the right, and 1 in tight on the right side. He takes the snap. He's getting some more pressure once again. And he's looking down the field at the corner of the end zone. And the pass was intended for Luke Axline, and he didn't quite get there in time. So this is going to bring him another 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 30 seconds remaining here on the play clock. So let's see what Coach Waddle is going to make happen here. 2 out to the left, or 2 out to the right, 3 out to the left. He's looking to take the snap. That Highland player almost tripping up and getting that offsides there. 10 seconds remaining on the play clock now. Under the lights here, looking downfield. And it looks like pass was intended for Colton Lang with the River Valley Vikings. Didn't quite get there. So 3rd and 10 now for the Vikings 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. We've got a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be false start on the offense. That's going to give them 5 yards, bringing them back 3rd and 15 now. So with 1:26 to go, it's still a tied game here. And here we go once again. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Ebert's lined up alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's got a lot of pressure on him. Passes down the field. And it looks like we've got another flag on the play. And it looks like it may be against Highland. Pass interference on Highland. So that's going to be a 15-yard. No, that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, right? I think they're giving it half the distance to the goal. So that's going to bring them up right at the 8-yard line inside that Jen Ryan for prosecutor purple zone. Ebert's looking to the sideline to see what's going on. 2 out to the right, 3 out to the left. As they look to make something happen here. Ebert's looking in the end zone, and pass is incomplete. So let's see what this team's going to be able to do here with 4th down and 6. Are the Vikings going to be able to get in the end zone once again? Ebert's got 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Looking to the sideline, 15 seconds remaining on the play clock. Don't want to get that delay of game. He takes the snap, and he's going to hold on to it, and he's going right up the middle. Showing some pressure, and it looks like they're going to bring him down at the 3-yard line. That may end up giving the Vikings the push they needed. I want to say they're going to take an official timeout, and they're going to bring the chains out. So they're going to see exactly what happens here. Is River Valley going to get that first down? We're just going to have to see here. And I wish for those people that are watching over on our social media pages, I wish that they could see, we can actually zoom in a little bit more. And it looks like they did not get there. It's going to be just short of that first down marker. So Highland's going to take over 1st and 10 on, they're going to take it over on the 2. So Stover's going to bring it out. And we're going to see if Highland can make it across the field here with 1:09 to go. Still a tied ball game. Both teams have all of their timeouts. So this should be interesting to see what happens here with Stover getting down the field. Stover's got 2 lined up on each side. 1 lined up in the backfield. And he's going to come right up the middle with the rush, and he's going to get him about 5 yards there. Now it looks like it's going to be Waddle with the tackle, and it's going to bring him down at or just shy of that 7-yard line. 49 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of the game, and then we'll flip sides and we'll we come back, we've got more Friday Night Lights live right here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. Don't go anywhere as Highland tries to make it down the field. Pass is complete. And we do have a penalty flag all the way back at the goal line. So let's see exactly what happens here. It's going to be against Highland. Wow, 28 seconds remaining. They're going to get a repeat of second down here. And it looks like they're going to take half the distance to the goal. So that's going to bring them 2nd and 9. Playing clock is ticking. Game clock is ticking. 15 seconds. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. And River Valley's going to stop them dead in their tracks and hold them right at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of the game. For those people listening on News Force Radio, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more Friday Night Lights live right here as the River Valley Vikings and Highland Scots tied it up in the first quarter of tonight's game. Don't go anywhere. We've got more football right here, News Force Radio. And welcome back to Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards, the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Start of the second quarter of the game, River Valley and Highland tying it up 7-7. Excuse me. Apologies there. And Highland is forced to punt from inside. And it's going to be a short one. It's going to bounce up. River Valley's going to grab a hold of it. And he's going to come around the side. And he's finally going to be brought down right about the 39-yard line. So let's see exactly what's going to happen here with Chase Ebert and this offense. They're starting out from the 40. So this is going to be a great opportunity for Ebert to get down the field. Now, if we look at it, Ebert's already lined up right now. He's got 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. And now they're heading towards the north end of the goal. And they're just waiting for the refs right now to get out of the way so they can get started. Another Lauderdale Jenks first down, or 1st and 10 from the 40. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. We had one of them scoot in to the tight end. 13 seconds remaining on that play clock. Takes the snap, looking down the field. Pass is complete at the 30. He's going to be brought, or I'm sorry, at the 35. And he's going to be brought down at the 30. And they're going to move the chains here for another Lauderdale Jenks first down. And here we go. 3 again to the right, 2 to the left. Pass is complete. Philly's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And these Vikings showing that pressure like they always do. 3 again out to the left. Or I'm sorry, 4 out to the left this time. 4 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Ready to take the snap. Looking at that play clock, 20 seconds remaining. He takes the snap, looking down the field, showing some pressure. And it's an interception. Highland takes over from the 15-yard line. Yeah, from their own 15-yard line, Highland's finally going to take over. We're going to see if they can make something happen here on this drive for another Lauderdale Jenks first down. Once again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in over on MyNFTV and on News Force Radio. Could not be more excited. Stover's lined up in the backfield with some company. 1 out to the right, 3 out to the left. He takes the snap. He's looking down the field, and he is hit hard at the 21-yard line. Gets a gain of about 6 yards there. Or they're giving him an extra yard there. So they're going to give him 6 yards. Yeah, so 2nd and 4 now. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half of this ball game. Stover again's got 2 lined up out to the left, and we're going to run it right up the middle. And that's going to give them a Lauderdale Jenks first down at the 30-yard line. They're calling it at 31. So 8:48 to go here in the first half of the ball game. Stover's got 2 out to the left, 2 to the right, 1 lined up in the backfield with him, and he's going to hand it off once again, and they're going to go right up the middle. And he's been showing a lot of pressure. And he's going to be brought down at the 36-yard line. That's going to give him 2nd and 5 now with 9:22 to go. And it looks like Stover's going to have some company in the backfield once again. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Stover's got his running back in the backfield with him. Stover's going to hold on to it, and he's going to come down. And River Valley may have recovered that. And River Valley does. We get the recovery at the 40-yard line, so that's going to bring Chase Ebert and his offense back out onto the field, giving them another Lauderdale Jenks first down. Still a tied ball game here in the first quarter of the game. Ebert's got 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right, lined up and lone in the backfield. We've got a penalty flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be false start, and it looks like it was going to be on number 75. And Jackson Loha, offensive lineman junior here at River Valley. So again, here we go. 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Ebert again lined up in the backfield by himself. $15 seconds on the play clock. He takes the snap, and he looks like he's going to hold on to it, and he's going to come all the way up the side. And he's going to be brought down right in front of the Highland sideline. A gain of maybe 4 yards there, so 2nd and 11 on the 41. 8:40 to go here in the first half of the game. And Ebert lined up in the backfield by himself once again. 1 out to the right, 4 out to the left. And they're lined up tight there on the left side. 9 seconds to go. He takes the snap. He's got some pressure on him. It's going down the field. It is completed pass, and it's going to give River Valley a just shy of a first down. So it's going to give them 3rd and short from the 32-yard line. We'll move the camera here so you guys online can see. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Stacks on the left. Ebert's going to hold on to it, and he may be out of bounds. They're going to move the chains, and that's going to give River Valley another first down. A Lauderdale Jenks first down here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. Ebert again with this fast offense. Lined up alone in the backfield. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. 1 tucked in tight in that end. On the right end of the line. 9 seconds remaining on the play clock. Takes the snap. Showing some pressure. Pass is complete. And that's going to give him a gain of about 8 yards there on the 22. So here goes River Valley, and I've talked about it seasons before. River Valley has been very good about this fast offense. 3 out to the left, 3 out to the right, stacked on the right, 2 out to the left. Looking to the sideline to see what's going on. 7:22 to go here in the first half of this ball game. Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards. Pass is complete, and they're going to get it across the line of scrimmage and give him the first down. And he's finally going to be brought down about the 18-yard line. So another LauderdaleJenks.com first down here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. 7 minutes remaining. We've got the clock continuing to tick. 2 out to the right, 3 out to the left. Ebert's lined up in the backfield by himself. He's looking at that play clock. He's looking at the sidelines. He's ready for the snap. He's looking down the field in the end zone. Touchdown, River Valley. And the corner of the end zone. That's putting another 6 points on the board for River Valley. 6:38 to go in the first half of this game. The River Valley finally taking a leading score here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. That's where they're going to bring out Hudson Pollock. Take it through the uprights, and he does. And that's putting River Valley ahead 14-0 here on News Force Radio. 14-7 over the Highland Scots here. 6:38 to go in the first half of the game. Don't forget, coming up is the Musicians One Stop halftime show here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. You don't want to miss a second of that. It is coming up. We'll give you all of the action from the field here on MyNFTV. Bringing it back out. River Valley getting ready for the kickoff. As they get ready, special thanks to ChrisSellsMarion.com for being a proud sponsor of Friday Night Lights Live here on News Force Radio. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you check out ChrisSellsMarion.com. Friday Night Lights Live is presented by Friends of Edwards, the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards for Marion County Judge. Make sure you head over to the polls today because early voting starts now. Back out onto the field, Hudson Pollock getting ready to kick it off from the 40-yard line. The kick is up, and Hudson has been amazing with his kicks all season long, and they end up going out into the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback. They're going to bring it out to the 20-yard line, and that's where Highland's going to start things. We're going to take a quick break here on News Force Radio. Don't go anywhere. More Friday Night Lights Live presented by Friends of Edwards coming up next. And welcome back to Friday Night Lights live right here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. Highland bringing it out and getting their first down as they move up to the 30-yard line or 31-yard line. 6:04 to go here in the first quarter or the first half of this ball game. Highland's going to hold on to it. They're going to give them another first down, and they're going to move the chains again at the 43-yard line. They're going to be on the far hash mark. Stover once again in the backfield. For Highland, he's looking to the sidelines. That play clock continues to tick with 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. River Valley leading 14-7. Stover's going to be lined up once again in the backfield. And he's going to hand it off. He's going to try to come up the middle. The River Valley line is just saying, no, it's not happening. But he does get a gain of about 3 yards. So that's going to give him 2nd and 7 with 5:15 to go here in the first half of the game. Like I said, don't forget, coming up is the Musicians One Stop halftime show here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. For the first time this season, you'll be able to watch all the way through the halftime show for today's broadcast. 2nd and 7, Stover's lining up in the backfield. It looks like it's going to be by himself, but he's bringing in his team, and the pass is complete, and they're going to move it up inside River Valley territory at the 42 with 4:40 to go here in the first half. Stover again looking to the sideline to see what's going to happen. Can River Valley hold this defense up? Now, last time River Valley was able to recover and a fumble, was able to recover that. So that was pretty interesting to see. Stover's going to hold on to it, and he's going to come out to the right side, and he's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line, a gain of 2 yards there. And they're going to bring him down right at the River Valley 40-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Scots as they continue to push forward and try to tie up this ball game before the end of the first half of the game. 3:45 to go. Stover's looking to the sideline. 15 seconds remaining on that play clock. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. 1 lined up in the backfield with him. And it's going to be passed, and he's going to be brought down right at the 40 or the 34-yard line. For those listening in over on my NFTV, current score for tonight's ball game, River Valley leading 14-7 with 3:04 to go in the first half of the game. It's going to be 3rd and short for Highland from the 30, looks like the 33-yard line. Stover's going to hand it off, and he's going to run right up the middle. And that's going to give Highland the LauderdaleJenks.com first down. And they're marking it at the 24-yard line. And here we go once again. Stover looking to the sideline. And it looks like they're going to be lining up. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. And it looks like in the backfield with him is Harrison Bradley. And it's going to be a fake, and they're going to come around. And we've got a flag on the play coming in from the backside. And Colton Lang with the tackle there with 2:13 to go. Let's see if we can figure out. I'm looking for my white hat. Holding on Highland. So Highland's going to go back 10 yards. So that's going to bring them 1st and 20 now from the, looks like it's going to be from the 34-yard line. So 2:13 remaining here in the first quarter or the first half of tonight's ball game. Thank you so much for tuning in to Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards. Make sure you head over to the Board of Election. Early voting has started. Stover's lined up in the backfield once again. 1 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Pass is complete. He's coming up, and it looks like he's going to be brought down just shy of getting that first down. A gain of 19 yards there. So 2nd and 1. Stover again lined up in the backfield with Bradley. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. And he's going to hand it off to Bradley. Once again, Bradley's going to get it right up the middle. And that defensive line for River Valley is going to have to hold still. And this is going to give them 1st and goal for the Scots. 1:14 to go. Highland trying to tie it up here in the first half of the game. And Bradley's in the backfield with him. It looks like he's going to be brought down. Maybe a gain of 1 there. And I apologize. That's actually Zach Church in the backfield with him, with Stover. And it looks like we're going to take a timeout. A timeout here on the field, and it's going to be for Highland. And we're going to take a timeout as well. Once again, special thanks to ChrisSellsMarion.com for being a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you check out ChrisSellsMarion.com. If you're searching for a new home, you can search by school district, by county, you name it. It's ChrisSellsMarion.com over at Generations Realty here in Marion. Excuse me. Also, special thanks to the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. They've been a proud sponsor of all of our Friday Night Lights Live and our presenting sponsor every single week here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. Coming up in about 51 seconds of playtime is the Musicians One Stop halftime show here on News Force Radio. Don't go anywhere as we get you back into playing action here as Highland tries to make something happen. Stover's looking down the field, and that's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown for Highland, and they're going to be trailing by 1 right now. Let's see if they can make something happen here as they get it through the uprights. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you stop into Yummy Treats Candy and More in downtown Marion and at their new location at the Ontario Center in Mansfield, formerly known as the Richland Mall. So make sure you stop in and see them open. I believe they're open daily now. The kick is up, and it's good. And that's going to be, like I said, a Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown here on News Force Radio. Yummy Treats Candy and More. You can take a step back in time at Yummy Treats Candy and More next to the courthouse and at the Ontario Center. From decadent favorites to unique classics, we have just what you're looking for. There's something for everyone, big and small, at Yummy Treats Candy and More. Special thanks once again, Joker back in the studio, making me sound absolutely awesome, as we bring you back for another NewsForceMedia.com kickoff. Bringing out the kicker, Fitchner for Highland. With 43 seconds remaining here in the first half of this game. A tied game, 14-14 here on News Force Radio. The kick is up. And River Valley is going to come out on top. River Valley is going to take over from 31. 42 seconds remaining. Still a tied game here. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And Chase Ebert, we're going to see if he can get this offensive line and these running backs to be running. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right. 25 seconds on the play clock. And he takes the snap and he's looking down the field. Is showing some pressure. Passes down the field and it looks like they're going to bring him up to the. It looks like they're going to bring him down right at the 36 yard line is where they're going to place him. And River Valley now taking a timeout here on the field. Hey, don't forget the News Force Rockin' Poppin' New Year's Eve is coming up on December 31st at Evers Arena this year. Make sure you stay warm at New Year's Eve with Bounce House's live entertainment, including Savage Anarchy Wrestling. We're talking high action. And if you want a preview of that, make sure you stop in and see them tomorrow night at the Saw Castle over there on West Church Street here in Marion. You can get a preview of New Year's resolution. It's happening at the Rockin' Poppin' New Year's Eve. Vendors and more at this year's festivities. December 31st over at Evers Arena. Chase Ebert lined up. We're back out onto the field. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Looking to make something happen. 32 seconds remaining. Pass is complete. Pass was intended, but didn't quite get there. If I heard correctly, the pass was intended for Ty Manette. That's going to bring him 3rd and 5 now from the 36-yard line. 28 seconds remaining here on the first half of the game. Ebert's got 3 lined up to the left, 2 to the right. Eight seconds remaining on the play clock. Looking down the field, he gets the complete pass, and they're going to go out of bounds. So a 1st and 10, or first down, and he's finally going to be pushed out of bounds at the 50-yard line, and Ebert's going to get him lined up once again. 23 seconds remaining here on the play or on the game clock for the first half of the game. 2 out to the left, 3 out to the left, 2 to the right. Let's see what's going to happen. He's going to take the snap. He's looking down the field. And he's going to hold on to it, and he's finally going to come down about 7 yards in, and he's going to go out of bounds. 14 seconds remaining here in the first half of the game. Once again, you can join us for the Musicians One Stop halftime show featuring the River Valley Vikings Marching Band and the Highland Scots, or Marching Scots, as they make their way out onto the field at halftime. 2nd and 5. Ebert's lined up in the backfield by himself. Got that pressure. He's holding on to it, and he's going down the field to the 40 and brought down he's going to slide down at the 35-yard line. 8 seconds remaining. And timeout for River Valley. So we're going to take another quick one here on News Force TV and my NFTV and News Force Radio, the Flame. 8 seconds remaining here in the first half of the game. Excuse me. And it always happens here in the last few seconds of every single half where we get timeout after timeout after timeout after timeout. So this is nothing different. River Valley taking a first and 10, LauderdaleJinx.com, first down from the 35 or from Highland's 35-yard line. So let's see if they can increase this score in the last 8 seconds of the game, or 8 seconds of the half, or if they're going to if Highland's going to force them to wait until after the half or after halftime to make something happen. Ebert's lined up in the backfield by himself. He's got 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. He takes the snap. We've got the pass, and they're going to go out of bounds with 3 seconds remaining. That's going to give them the first down from the 25-yard line. And they're trying to look to the sideline with 20 seconds of play on the play clock. And they're trying to force it down the field. 3 seconds remaining in the first half of this game. Ebert's alone in the backfield. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. He takes the snap. Ebert's going to hold on to it, and he's going right up the middle. And that's going to be the end of the half. We thought Ebert was going to be able to make it, but not quite there. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got the Musicians One Stop halftime show here on News Force Radio as the River Valley Vikings the River Valley Vikings and Highland Scots tied at halftime. Don't go anywhere. More Friday Night Lights Live is up next. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Musicians One Stop halftime show here on News Force Radio. Coming up in between both performances, we'll give you scores throughout Marion County. We're talking Pleasant, as well as Ridgedale and Elgin. You don't want to miss a second of that action. And right now, the Highland Scots take the field. All right, folks. Welcome to the Musicians One Stop Halftime Show. I'm Zach Fuller here, bringing you all the action from River Valley Stadium. That was the Highland Scots Marching Band as we get ready for the River Valley Vikings marching band to make their way out onto the field. Let's take a look at some scores around Marion County in tonight's scoreboard. We're looking at, Gallion leading at the half against Pleasant, 10-3. Corey Roston is leading at the half, 3-0 over the Ridgedale Rockets. Ontario leading 24-7 over the Presidents, and of course here at River Valley, we're talking a tied game, 14-14, and Elgin trailing Upper Scioto Valley 6-0 at half. Here comes the River Valley Marching Vikings on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. Don't go anywhere.
This song is about the legendary Chapman Ellington, and our band is here to make sure that now you can be all over.
And there you have it, the Musicians One Stop halftime show here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. Good luck to both marching bands as they continue out the rest of their season here for Friday Night Lights. We are going to take a quick break over on News Force Radio with 4 minutes remaining here in halftime. Don't go anywhere here on My NFTV. We will be right back with more Friday Night Lights live action presented by Friends of Edwards, the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. All right, folks, and welcome back to Friday Night Lights live here on News Force Radio and My NFTV as we bring you all the action throughout Marion County. Galleon leading over Pleasant right now as we take a look at some of the scores that we've seen. Like I said, Pleasant currently sitting with 3 points. Galleon leading 10 points at the half. Looking at Ridgedale, they are trailing currently 3-0 against Corey Rawson and the Hornets. Ontario taking a dominant lead over the Marion Harding Presidents, 24-7 at halftime. Looking at Elgin, they are also trailing 6-0 against the Upper Scioto Valley Rams over in McGuffey, Ohio. So these games are going to be tough as all these teams want to definitely make their way into playoff season. Taking a look out on the field, we've got some players meeting at the midfield as they shake hands, getting ready for the second half of the game. And Chase Ebert, and I've said it once and I'll say it again. Chase Ebert has definitely made himself a very dominant player here for the River Valley Vikings. Looking down at the field, Highland will actually receive at the start of the second half, and they will be defending the south end of the goal, whereas River Valley will defend the north end of the goal. 2 minutes 2 minutes 30 seconds was added to the halftime clock as they were getting ready for things here on the field, and we're talking. It is a chilly one as we get ready for the second half here. Let me see if I can get my my screen to do what it's supposed to. As we look into the second half of today's game, currently River Valley and Highland are tied, and it has been a back and forth matchup here on the field. So when I say that it's going to be a tough second half, I'm highly expecting it. Temperatures have dropped for the day. We're talking it is 63 degrees, clear skies under the lights here at River Valley Stadium. And it's just it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Waddle and this River Valley offense can really do here in this game. And, checking out some of the things down here on the field, we're looking now, Chase Ebert and his receivers are currently down there making some long passes. I mean, we're talking a good 50 yards, 20 to the 30-yard line, 35-yard line is what we're looking at as we get ready here the second half of the ball game. Zach Fuller here high atop the press box at River Valley Stadium as the Vikings and Highland get ready for another newsforcemedia.net kickoff here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. Hudson Pollock just led the River Valley Vikings to an MOAC championship, at last Tuesday's game over in soccer. So great to see Hudson out on the field and showing his colors here as the River Valley Vikings get ready for kickoff here on News Force Radio and MyNF TV. Once again, it's all presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. It's back to standing up, making sure we get it for you. Hudson Pollock with the kickoff. And it's going down the field, and he's going to keep it in, but it's going to bounce to the end zone. So that means Highland is going to bring it out to the 20-yard line, and that's where they're going to start 1st and 10 for the Scots. So now we're going to bring out Stover and Church for the Scots. 2 lined up out to the left, 2 to the right. Church is lined up in the backfield with Stover. Whistle blows, and we're ready to get this started. Stover's going to hold on to it, and he may be getting a gain of about 2 yards there, maybe 3. That's going to give him 2nd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Stover's looking over to the sideline to see what's going to happen. And they're getting it lined up. Church, once again, is lined up in the backfield with Stover. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Showing some pressure from these defensive backs for River Valley. Looking for a pass down the field. And River Valley able to fend them off. And the pass was incomplete. Bringing it down 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Still a tied game here. 11-13 to go here in the 3rd quarter of the ball game. Stover's looking to the sideline for something to happen. 15 seconds remaining on that play clock. Church is going to go out to the outside, and he's going to give us 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Looking for a pass down the middle, and he gets it. And it's going to be Church. Church is going to come down right at the 37-yard line. And that's going to give a first down for the Scots. 11:07 to go. The clock continues to tick. 1st and 10, LauderdaleJenks.com. First down here on News Force Radio and MyNF TV. As we get the camera turned for you so you can see what's going on the field. Stover again in the backfield by himself. Or no, I'm sorry. Church is going to stay in the backfield with him. 3 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Getting ready for the snap at 10 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Church. Church is going up right up the middle. And he's going to be brought down. And it looks like they're going to give it to him at the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and short. 2nd and short for Church. And this Scots offense, as the clock continues to tick, and the Scots trying to get across midfield here to make something happen here and start out the second half of this game, trying to dominate this River Valley Vikings team. Vikings going right up the middle. Backs coming in, and they're going to take Church down, and it looks like it's going to be a loss of yards there. It looks like they're going to bring him down at the 45, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 now. And this is that mean defense that we wanted to see with the River Valley Vikings as they continue to push down the field. Stover and Church lined up in the backfield, 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Stover's maybe holding on to it, but he's looking down the field, and it was going to be a short pass. And the pass is going to fall incomplete, and it's going to go to Court Sears, who is going to be receiving that. And now it's going to be 4th and short for the Scots. And last time this happened, no, they're going to bring out the kick team. Snap is up, and it's going all the way back, and it's going to go out of bounds. So it looks like they're going to bring it down right at the 20-yard line, maybe. Or no, it's going to bounce out of bounds right about the 15. So that's where the Vikings are going to start their drive. With 9:16 to go here in the third quarter of this ball game. We hope you are enjoying tonight's broadcast over on MyNFTV and over on News Force Radio. We bring you Friday Night Lights live, presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Ebert's lined up in the backfield by himself. We've got movement. 3 going out to the right, 2 to the left. Looking for that open receiver. Chase Ebert's going to hold on to it, and he's going to come down. And a gain of about 13 yards is going to give River Valley a first down. And the team's going to automatically get reset. 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Ebert again in the backfield by himself. Ready to take the snap. 24 seconds on the play clock. Looking for somebody down the field, and he's got somebody. And they're going to be brought down just shy of the first down. Give it a 2nd and 1 from the, looks like the 36-yard line. Tied ball game, 8:45 to go. Ebert again, 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left, looking for an open receiver. And Ebert's going to hold on to it, but he's going to get wrapped up and maybe get into the line of scrimmage. No, he's going to be a loss of 1 there, bringing a 3rd and 2 on the 35-yard line. Two out to the left, 3 out to the right for Chase Ebert. Looking to take the snap, and he does. He's looking down the field. Pass is complete, and that's going to give River Valley the first down at the 41-yard line. Three out to the left, 2 out to the right. Or I'm sorry, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. And it looks like pass was completed, but he may have stepped out of bounds, not realizing it. He thought he was still going to be able to get across midfield. But it's going to be just shy, still in River Valley territory at the 47-yard line. 4 out to the right for Ebert now. 1 out to the left. Ready to take that snap. 22 seconds remaining on the play clock. 7:52 on the game clock. Looking down the field. Ebert's going to hold on to it, and he's going up to the sideline. And he's going to run it right out of bounds at the 40, maybe the 41-yard line is where they're going to put it. No, I take that back. 42-yard line is where they're going to place that. And Ebert's going to get that offensive line ready to go. Once again, 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right. This fast offense is what Ebert is good at. And we're getting ready for the snap. Looking down the field, looking to make something happen all the way on the other side of the field. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass, and that's going to give us 2nd and 10 for the Vikings from the 42-yard line. Both teams 14 even right now, 7:38 to go here in the third quarter of this ball game. River Valley's got the ball on the 42 inside the Scots territory. 2 out to the left, 3 to the right for Ebert. He looks to the sideline to see what's going on. 13 seconds remaining on that play clock. Takes the snap. He steps back. He's looking down the field once again. And they're going to call it a complete pass. And River Valley all the way down inside the red zone. My mistake, inside the Jen Ryan for prosecutor purple zone here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. And the Vikings making things happen. 4 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Ready to take the snap, and he does. Looking into the end zone. Oh, incomplete pass on the far side of the field. And Highland is definitely showing that coverage. Sitting on the second second and goal on the 7-yard line. 7:17 to go here in the third quarter of this ball game. Ebert's getting them lined up once again. 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right. Ebert's lined up alone in the backfield. We've got movement. And he's looking into the end zone. Oh, pass was intended for Manette, and it falls incomplete right through the gloves. So that's going to bring it 3rd and 7 now, 3rd and goal inside that Jen Ryan for Prosecutor purple zone here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. And it looks like they're trying to get it set with 15 seconds remaining on that play clock. 2 out to the left, 3 to the right. Evers calling them in tight right now. He takes the snap. That offensive line holding them still. Into the end zone, nothing. Pass was intended for Eli Snyder and didn't quite get there in time. And it looks like they may be bringing out the kick team right now, and in hopes that they can. I want to say they're bringing out the kick team here. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So Hudson Pollock's going to be in the backfield, and they're going to try to make something happen here. Wind's kind of coming out of the southwest right now. So this is going to be interesting to see what happens. And it goes right through the uprights. And that's going to add an extra 3 points onto that scoreboard for River Valley with 7:03 to go here in the third quarter of this game. Zach Fuller here high atop the press box at River Valley High School. And we are getting you set for more Friday Night Lights live action here on News Force Radio. Don't go anywhere. We've got more action-packed right here. Once again, News Force Radio, presented by Friends of Edwards. I thought we were going to go ahead and go to break, but I think we're going to just keep things going here. Hudson Pollock's coming out with the coming out with that kick team for another newsforcemedia.net kickoff after that 3 points through the upright for Hudson Pollock. As he gets set up here. With the kick, it's going all the way back. And it is not going to bounce into the end zone. This time they're going to have to run it in, and River Valley is going to stop them right at the 22-yard line. And that's where Highland's going to definitely have to step it up. They want to get across that field in plenty of time here on News Force Radio, MyNFTV. Special thanks once again to all of our sponsors this year, including our friends over at Generations Realty and Chris Massey, ChrisSellsMarion.com for being a proud sponsor of today's broadcast, as well as Yummy Treats, Candy, and more for being a sponsor as well. And, of course, our presenting sponsor this year is the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards for being here in everything that we do for tonight's broadcast. It would not be able to be possible without all of their support. Also, special thanks to Pet Supplies Plus for being a proud sponsor of today's broadcast. So get you back down onto the game. Stover's going to pass it off, or he's going to hand it off to Church. Church is going to bring it up to about the 27-yard line, and it looks like they may end up getting the first down in that first run. 6:53 to go. River Valley leading 17-14 right now with the Scots bringing it down the field again at the 27-yard line. Stover's got 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left, looking for an open receiver. He's got some pressure on him. And he's going to throw it away to the sidelines as he had a lot of pressure on him there in the backfield. So that's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Scots from midfield here. Stover again looking to the sidelines right now to see exactly what's going on. And something that I'm noticing here with this Scots line is they're looking tired. Stover's got 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to pass it off or hand it off to Church, and River Valley's going to bring him down right at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring it 3rd and 2 now that's going to bring it 3rd and 9 now. It looks like he got a gain of 1. No, they're taking it back. They said, no, you are not getting that extra line there because it looked like they were putting it on the 29, and no, we need to be back on 27. So Stover, Church is in the on the left side in that 3-pack there, and he's got 2 out to the right. Pass is complete. No, it's going to number 1 for Reckenbach, senior over there at Highland. That's going to move the chains for the Scots up to about the 43-yard line. Church is going to line up in the backfield next to Stover. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. This is where the Vikings are definitely going to have to make something happen. And we've got flags on the play. They're going to call it a dead ball. It's to be against Highland. So the 5-yard penalty is going to take them back to the 37-yard line. So it's going to bring them 1st and 15 from the 38. Stover's lined up in the backfield by himself. Church is out to the right side with a group of 3, 2 out to the left. Looking for a pass coming up on the right side of the field. Pass was intended to Reckenbach. And finally got out of bounds. Hayden Kanagi kind of pushes him out of bounds before he can even make anything happen. So we're going to bring it back 2nd and 15 from the 38, 5:01 to go. River Valley leading 17-14 here in the 3rd quarter of this ball game. Stover still looking to the sidelines to see what is going on. 3 out to his right with Church. 2 out to the left. 5 seconds remaining. He's going to hold on to it, and he's going to go right up the middle, and he's got nobody there. And River Valley's finally going to bring him down just shy of midfield at the 47-yard line, and that's going to bring it inside that 10 yards there, bringing it 3rd and looks to be 3rd and 6 with 4:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter of this ball game. Under the lights here at River Valley Stadium. River Valley leading 17-14 as they try to make something happen in tonight's game. Stover's lined up in the backfield with Church. 3 out to the right, 1 to the left. Reckenbacher's kind of going in. We've got a flag on the play. The Stover's going to be brought down at the 48-yard line. So let's see what's going on in the backfield here. It's going to be holding against Highland. So the penalty is going to be declined. They're going to take the down. So it's going to bring it 4th and 6 from the 47-yard line. 4:09 playtime left here in the third quarter of this game. And it looks like they're going to bring out the kick team now. And Highland's going to try to get out of the way. It's going back. And it's going to roll out of bounds at the last minute. We've got a penalty flag on the play here. We look across the field here. The refs are kind of talking to each other right now because it was the River Valley sideline judge. It's going to be personal foul against River Valley. So they're going to start it. Looks like they're going to start 1st and 10. So it's going to be from the 1-yard line where Chase Ebert is going to start. So we're looking at 3:37 to go. River Valley again, 17-14. Starting from inside that 1-yard line. Chase Ebert's got one lined up in the backfield with him, 2 on each side. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to go powering through. And that's going to give him a gain of about 8 yards there. So it's going to be 2nd down, and it looks like it may be 2nd and 2, maybe 2nd and 3. Again, 2 out on each side. He's going to hand it off once again, and he's going to come around to the right side, and he's going to finally be brought down right about the 13-yard line, giving him a gain of just what they needed, and that's going to give them a 1st down and a Lauderdale Jinx 1st down here on News Force Radio. Ebert again has somebody lined up in the backfield with him. 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Takes the snap, looking for a pass, and he's got it. And it looks like it's going to be called incomplete. So that's going to bring him up 2nd and 10 now from the 13-yard line. Now Ebert's going to be alone in the backfield. He's got 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. He takes the snap, looking for an open receiver, and he's got it. But he's going to get wrapped up, maybe a gain of 4 yards there, maybe 5. Now it looks like it's going to go to Luke Axline. They are going to give it to him 5 yards. So 3rd and 5 on the 18, 2:38 to go here in the third quarter. Again, 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Ebert looking down the field. He's going to hold on to it, and he's going to go powering through. And it's going to be a fumble, but it looks like River Valley was able to recover it. So they were able to recover it, but in River Valley getting the 1st down there with Chase Ebert. Chase has 1 out to the left, 4 out to the right. Alone in the backfield, ready to make something happen here. With 6 seconds remaining on the play clock, he better get that snap in. And that's going to be a delay of game against the offense. So a 5-yard penalty is going to put them back 1st and 15 now from the 19-yard line. And that is not what these Vikings wanted here with a minute 52 to go in the third quarter of this game. Four out to the right, one out to the left. Ebert's alone in the backfield, but he's got some pressure from that defense. Ebert looking down the field. He may just throw it away, and that's exactly what he does. So 2nd and 15 now from the 19, 1:44 to go. River Valley leading 17-14. Both teams with still all three of their timeouts still remaining here in the third quarter of the game. Chase Ebert looking for an opening, and he's got it, and it's coming across the field. And he's at the 50. He's at the 40, at the 35, coming down just shy of the 30. And that's going to be a great run for the Vikings. He takes the snap ready, getting that fast offense once again. Looking down the field. Pass was intended to Colton Lang. Again, it's 2nd and 10 now from the 33-yard line. Ebert looking to the sideline to see what's going on. And he's got 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Well, we're taking an injury timeout in the backfield. You can kind of see it there as the Scots trying to make their way off the field. Players saying, hey, let's make something happen here. So once again, River Valley leading 17-14 with a minute 24 to go here in the third quarter of the game. 2nd and 10 on the 33. The Vikings trying to make something happen. We're in the middle of another ChrisSellsMarion.com timeout here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. So Ebert's getting them lined up. 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right. Waiting for that whistle, and there it is. The play clock starts. Ebert looks to the sideline. Nothing changing. So he's ready to take the snap, and he does. Looking to the other side of the field. The pass is complete, and the Scots tried pushing him back, but it goes to the farthest distance, so that's going to bring him up to the 25-yard line, 3rd and short. Looks like 3rd and 1. As the clock ticks down, 55 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of the game. 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right for Chase Ebert. Ready to take the snap. 15 seconds remaining on that play clock. He looks to the sideline to make sure that's exactly what coach wants to do. 8 seconds. 5. Takes the snap, and he's going to hold on to it, and he's going right up the middle, and he's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. And that's another Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you stop into one of their 2 locations, one here in Marion, just half a block away from the county courthouse, and the newest location in the Ontario Center as they bring out Hudson Pollock for the kick. We'll see if they can get it through the uprights. Once again, he is looks like 3 and 3 right now, and the kick is up, and it's going to be good. So that's going to bring it a 24-14 lead. over the Scots right now here in the third quarter of the game. 31 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of this ball game. Let's update the score over on our page as well, and we'll get you back down for kickoff. We'll get you all back into the game now, getting ready for the kickoff once again on newsforcemedia.com, or I'm sorry, newsforcemedia.net kickoff here on News Force Radio. Hudson Pollock bringing it out with 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Once again, special thanks to the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards for being a proud sponsor and our presenting sponsor for tonight's broadcast. Not only over on our social media pages, but my NFTV and on News Force Radio. We can't thank him enough for being part of our community. The kick is up, and it looks like it may end up it's going in the hands. So it's going to be a touchback, bringing it out to the 20-yard line. 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of the game. And this is where we see what this Scots team is made of. Bringing that defense back out for the Vikings. Stover once again lined up in the backfield with Church. He's got 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. The snap is back, and he's looking down the field. And his knee goes down at the 26-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 6. He thought he was going to be able to stand back up and get down the field, but that just was not happening. 12 seconds remaining. And I think they're going to let the play clock just run on out here. And they're going to switch sides of the field, and we're going into the fourth quarter with River Valley leading 24-14 right now. Once again, special thanks to all of our sponsors, including ChrisSellsMarion.com, Jen Ryan for Prosecutor, as well as Yummy Treats Candy and more. The Musicians One Stop as well, and of course, the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards here on News Force Radio. So thank you so much for being a sponsor of today's broadcast. Next week is Senior Week here on News Force Radio. You don't want to miss a second of the action. Starting tomorrow, that's varsity soccer takes on a non-conference team here at River Valley. We will be here live for the entire Senior Day festivities. You don't want to miss that, exclusively on News Force Radio. And then next Friday, we're against Galliot right here on my NFTV and News Force Radio. Church trying to make something happen from that running backfield. Excuse me. So it looks like we're going to take it 3rd and short. The snap is going back. Stover's going to hold on to it, and he's going around the left side. And he's finally going to be brought down right at the 35-yard line. That's going to give the Scots their first down. Tomorrow's broadcast actually starts at 1 o'clock and will run till, I believe it's 11 o'clock. I'll double check that schedule here just to be safe for you. Yeah, that's going to be 1 o'clock tomorrow. till about 3:30ish, 3 o'clock-ish for senior day with the varsity soccer live. You don't want to miss a second of that. And then tomorrow night, Savage Anarchy Wrestling over at Saul Castle will present Halloween Havoc. You don't want to miss that either. Stover's going to line up in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Church. Church is going right up the middle, and he's going to be right down right at the 45-yard line. That's going to give him a first down. We got whistles blowing every which direction. We thought it was going to be an official timeout. So that's going to give Highland a first down here as they try to get across midfield. Church lined up in the backfield. It looks like he was going to fake that. It's going down the field. And it was overthrown to Radenbach. And they're going to bring it all the way back to the 45-yard line in hopes that the Scots can make something happen here with 10 minutes remaining in this ball game. River Valley leading 24-14. Second and 10 for the Scots. 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Church lined up in the backfield with Stover. Stover takes the snap. There was a false start there. It almost looked like it was a jolt on the ball against Highland from that center. Looked like he had moved the ball and didn't quite get there. So that's going to bring it 2nd and 15 from the 40-yard line. Again, River Valley trying to make something happen here with their defense to stop this team. 2 out to the left, 1 out to the right. Stover's going to bring it around to the. They're going to call it an incomplete pass, as the pass was intended for Regbach, and it was not happening. 3rd and 15 from Highland's own. From their own 40-yard line. They're looking at the sideline to see what's going to happen. $9:57 to go here in the ball game. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Almost sacked in the backfield, looking down the field. Pass is intercepted by River Valley. And we're going to take it right at the 27, maybe 28-yard line. So Vikings taking it over 24-14, 9:48 to go. So 1st and 10. Now they're starting them out at the 27-yard line. And Chase Ebert and this offense is back out here. 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left, looks to the sideline. 16 seconds remaining on that play clock. Snap is back, looking down the field. He's got some pressure on him. Almost losing it. Pass is going to be complete on the sideline. It's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. The second down from the 29-yard line. And Ebert again, maybe alone in the backfield. No, he's not going to be alone this time. He's got 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. He takes the snap. Ebert's going to hold on to it and try to sneak right up the middle. And he comes around, and he's going to get across the 40. And that's going to give River Valley a first down and another Lauderdale Jenks first down, that is, from the 40. Looks like the 44-yard line is where they're going to call it. Ebert's got 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Standing in the backfield with him, Eli Snyder. Let's see if these Vikings are going to make it across midfield here. Oh, Snyder's coming out the outside here. He may be looking down the field, and they're going to call it an incomplete pass down here. Apologies for the guys watching online. I didn't get to the camera in time, but pass was intended to Eli Snyder coming out of it. And it didn't quite get there. He was able to get his hands on it, but when he came down, he was out of bounds. Ebert's got 3 out to the right now, 2 out to the left, alone in the backfield once again. This snap is back. Looking down the field, and it looks like they may end up getting right to the 50-yard line. Oh, it's going to be just shy of that 50-yard line. 3rd and 6. 8:37 to go. 24-14. River Valley leading the Scots right now. Ebert alone in the backfield. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Ebert wanting to make something happen here. Takes the snap. Got some pressure on him. And it's going to be a complete pass across midfield. And they're going to bring it down right at the 42-yard line inside Scott's territory. 8:15 to go in this ball game. Both teams still with all 3 of their timeouts. Vikings trying to get back up or extend their lead here on this Friday Night Lights. 2 out to the right. 3 out to the left, stacked deep on the left side. Movement. Ebert's going to get the pass across to the 33-yard line, and it looks like pass is completed. Who was that? That was going to be Hornung. And again, Ebert's got 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right, alone in the backfield. 22 seconds remaining here on the play clock. So he's trying to stretch it out just a little bit as they get that first down. 7:45 to go on the game. He takes the snap, getting some pressure on him. Pass is complete. And it looks like Ian Axline is going to be brought down from the tight end position. He's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. So bringing it 2nd and 5 for the Vikings. The clock continues to tick here at River Valley Stadium. A cool 61 degrees here inside the stadium. Cool breeze coming from the west. Ball's going all the way down. Pass is complete. Touchdown. River Valley. And they're going to increase that lead once again. So they're going to bring Hudson Pollock out. And they're going to try for that extra point now. And so far, he's 4-4. Ball is back. Kick is up. And they're going to call it good. And that's going to bring the touchdown. And And that's going to be another Yummy Treats Candy and More touchdown here on News Force Radio and My NFTV. Once again, if you haven't had a chance to step inside Yummy Treats Candy and More, you definitely want to do so. 7:01 remaining here in tonight's ball game as River Valley leads 31-14 over the Highland Scots now. And with a score like this, these Highland Scots are definitely feeling the pressure from the Vikings. Hudson Pollock getting ready for another newsforcemedia.net kickoff. Don't forget, coming up December 31st, it is the Rockin' Poppin' New Year's Eve celebration at Evers Arena this year. Enjoy live entertainment, including Savage Anarchy Wrestling's premium live event, New Year's Resolution. You don't want to miss a second of that action, as well as more live entertainment and vendors, bounce houses, you name it. It's happening on New Year's Eve with the Rockin' Poppin' New Year's Eve. Get all the information at newsforce247.com/RPNYE. It's newsforce247.com/RPNYE. Bringing it back out, the Highland Scots are going to start from the 20-yard line. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. And if these Vikings can definitely get the turnover, because we've seen it happen before. And that's going to be a hard hit. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Bringing it 2nd and 10 for the Scots from their 20-yard line. 6:57 to go. 31-14 River Valley over Highland here at River Valley High School. Stover again alone in the backfield. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Stover maybe holding on to it, but he's looking for an open receiver, and it's not happening, but he's going to get a gain of about 8 yards and just shy of that first down. So bringing it 3rd and 2 for the Scots. I'm sorry, they're going to bring it 3rd and 2, yeah, from the 28. Three out to the left, 2 out to the right. Looking for that pressure. Almost intercepted. Luke Axline. No, that was Eli Snyder almost with the interception there. Making things happen, making plays happen. But Eli Snyder's going to go back for the punt, bringing it 4th and 2. Snap back, kick is up. And Eli's going to call it a fair catch from the 40. Looks like they're going to call it at the 42-yard line. Or no, they'll take it from the 41. So 6:38, River Valley leading 31-14. We're going to take a quick break because we haven't done any commercials on News Force Radio in a while. We'll do it after this drive here with River Valley. And we'll get you all those commercials that we need to catch up with. Ebert's lined up alone in the backfield. 2 out to the left, 3 out to the right. 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Snap is back. He's going to hold on to it, and he's going to come up, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds right about the 47-yard line inside, or just past the 50-yard line. And that's going to give River Valley another first down from the 47, maybe 48, with 6:31 to go. Ebert again's got 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Takes the snap, looking down the field, and it's going to be a long one. Pass is complete in the end zone. No. They're not calling it a touchdown. They're calling it a complete pass at the 2-yard line. So this should be interesting to see what Ebert does, and he's going right up under center right now. He's going right up the middle. Waddle's going to get the carry, and we'll see. It looks like he may have gotten a gain of 1 there. He may have gotten a gain of 1 there. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 now inside the Jen Ryan for Prosecutor purple zone. Ebert's going up under center once again. And it's going in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. And that's going to be another Yummy Treats Candy and More, bringing it a score 37-14. They're going to bring Pollock out once again and hope that he can make it a good 6-0 on that. On his kicking this game here. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it's going to be good. Bringing it 38-14. River Valley dominating the second half against Highland. Not allowing Highland to get even a single score on the board so far this half of the game. So they're going to bring out the kick team once again for another newsforcemedia.net kickoff here on News Force Radio and my NFTV. Excuse me. So Hudson Pollock's getting ready there on the 40-yard line. 5:34 to go. River Valley dominating 38-14 right now in the final quarter of this ball game. He gets that team set. If he gets it back into and that's exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go all the way outside the end zone. So Highland's going to take over 1st and 10 from their 20. 5:34 to go. And the Vikings, like I said, they are dominating this game 38-14. And don't forget, coming up is the Pet Supplies Plus Player of the Game. As we look at the stats that coaches are doing right here next to us. So we'll see exactly who's going to be player of the game tonight. Stover's lined up in the backfield with Church. Church is going to get wrapped up, and they may get a gain of about 2. I'm sorry, they're going to give him a gain of 2. Yeah, giving them 2nd and 8, 5:15 to go in this ball game. Both teams with all of their timeouts remaining. And all this defense has to do is they just have to hold on and try to I don't want to say make a miracle happen because they're already in the lead. But Stover's in the backfield by himself. 3 out to the left, and he's going to come around. And he's finally going to go out of bounds after getting that first down. And he's going to be, they're going to set him at the 32-yard line. 4:44 now remains in the fourth quarter of this ball game. Stover's got Church lined up in the backfield with him. 1 out to the left, 3 out to the right. Looking for a pass. And it bounced off the hands of River Valley into the air. The quarterback went to catch it and kind of collided with River Valley. He finally went down at the 25-yard line. So Stover again looks like he may be lined up in the backfield with Church again. No, he's going to be by himself. We're going to get him 3 out to the right, 2 out to the left. Ready to take that snap. It was a low snap. He's looking down the field. He's got an opening to run down. And he's finally going to go out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And that's going to put him that's going to make it a very long 3rd and 9. For those people tuned in over on MyNFTV, thank you so much for watching our broadcast tonight. You can, if you do have a smart TV, make sure you check us out on YouTube over on, just look for MyNFTV, My News Force Television, and you can watch us on the big screen. Stover again trying to make something happen, and he's going to throw it out of bounds to try to stop that clock. 3:45 to go, and now they're going to bring out the kick team once again. 4th and long. Now it looks like Eli Snyder is going to stay in the backfield to receive for the Vikings. And again, this is where they started here on the last drive. Eli was able to catch that ball and bring it down right at the 42-yard line. So this should be interesting to see what happens. Ball goes up, and it's going to be a short one. It's actually going into almost hitting the cheerleaders on the side of the field, but they're going to call it out of bounds at from the Highland 39-yard line. Is exactly where River Valley is going to start. So we could be looking at another touchdown here in the next 3 minutes and 39 seconds of play time as River Valley comes out 1st and 10. And Ebert may be lining up in the backfield with some company. 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Ebert not alone in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 40 or 39. Handoff is made to number 44 to Tyson Waddle. Waddle's going to bring it up and get a gain of 1 there. So bringing it no gain on the play. He got up to the line of scrimmage and then stopped. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Clock continues to tick. 3:19 to go here on News Force Radio and MyNFTV. Don't forget, the Pet Supplies Plus player of the game is coming up at the end of tonight's ball game. We'll get you all the scores and stats from all over Marion County. You don't want to miss a second of that action. Ebert not alone again in the backfield. He's got Waddle with him. 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Takes the snap. Waddle's going to put his head down, and he's going to get pushed all the way up. And it looks like he may get a gain of 2, bringing him down at the 36-yard line, gain of 3. So that's going to bring him 3rd and 7. 2:37 to go. 38-14. River Valley leads over Highland right now, and they're trying to push down the field once again. to increase that lead if they can. Waddle again in the backfield with Ebert. 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Ready to take the snap, and he's got it. He's not going to hand it off to Waddle. He's going to carry it himself, and he's going to be brought down at the 37-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of 1 there. So we're going at a 4th and 8 is what it's supposed to be right now. From the 37-yard line, 1:52 to go. Excuse me. And it looks like Waddle may be lining up once again in the backfield. He takes the snap. He's looking for somebody in the backfield. He's looking all the way down the field. Flag on the play, and they're going to call a pass interference. And it's going to be against Highland. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And we're going to take another timeout here. And we're going to take a timeout over on News Force Radio as well to get a commercial in. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Friday Night Lights live coming up right after this. And welcome back to Friday Night Lights Live, presented by Friends of Edwards and the committee to re-elect Judge Edwards. Don't forget, early voting is now open at the Board of Elections at 222 West Church Street here in Marion. So make sure you stop into the Board of Elections today. We're going to take a knee in the backfield. And the Vikings are going to get in that victory formation once again. And they're going to call it here as the play clock continues to tick. And 1 minute remains on the game clock. You know, this has been a phenomenal game here with 38 points on the board. Chase Ebert and this offense really dominating here. And he's going to take that knee once again, and that's going to be the ball game as the clock continues to roll down at 30 seconds, and the Vikings take the W. At River Valley, 38. Highland, 14. Shutting out Highland the entire second half of this game, and it just really makes things happen. Let me talk to the coach here real quick and see if we can't get who's our player of the game today. He said, I don't know yet. I haven't calculated anything. What do we got here?
Probably Colton Lang.
I think we can make Colton Lang our Pet Supplies Plus player of the game. So congratulations, Colton. We will get all the stats as soon as coaches get their chance to put it into the computer, and we'll get it up there. But Colton Lang really making things happen. Really making things happen here on the field tonight for the River Valley Vikings. Once again, the Pet Supplies Plus player of the game, Colton Lang, taking the W for his team tonight as River Valley wins 38-14 here at River Valley Stadium. They're going to wait until the Highland players can make it off the field. And in true River Valley fashion, we're going to bring out the entire student section as they get excited with their team tonight. Once again, 38-14, River Valley takes the victory here. Next week, they're going to be taking on Galleon right here as well. And you know, Galleon, we were looking at it. Let's see if we can get scores here. I think I just had them up. I did. So we'll get some final scores from across the county here real quick. Galleon actually leading Pleasant right now, 31-10. Ridgedale coming back strong in the final part of that game over Corey Rawson, 20-3. So congratulations to the Ridgedale Rockets. Upper Sayona Valley dominating Elgin Comets 28-8, and Ontario taking it 45-14 over the Harding Presidents. And of course here, excuse me, the River Valley Vikings taking it 38-14. So congratulations to all of our victory teams. Like I said, River Valley dominated Pleasant during that rivalry game. And then coming back into things and looking at Galleon. Galleon winning against Pleasant as well. So what are we going to expect next week? We're going to expect a team that is going to clash on this field. It is also senior night. So we start our senior week with Varsity Soccer Live, presented by McDanielAuto.com. You don't want to miss a second of that tomorrow from 1 to 3:30 here at River Valley. And then next Friday, more Friday Night Lights live as River Valley hosts Galleon, or the Galleon Tigers, for senior night here at the field. We'll be starting just a tad bit earlier so that we can help recognize all of those seniors that are performing on and off the field here at River Valley High School. For NewsForce247.com, I'm Zach Fuller, high atop that press box at River Valley High School. Joker back in the studio, making me sound good as always. Joker, thank you so much. For NewsForce Radio, NewsForce247.com, and all of our social media platforms. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast. We'll be back next week with more live action right here on NewsForce Radio and My NFTV.